Shalom, shalom, family. All praise to the Most High. Just come on and give y'all a little quick little lesson. This is just how God repeatedly warns us of Yahushua in the Old Testament. He repeatedly warns you of all of the pagan deities that the Gentiles worship. Even wild as Paul told you that the Gentiles sacrifice unto devils, but yet y'all still follow the Gentiles and want to sacrifice unto devils. Okay? So we're going to see exactly what the Most High has to say about sacrificing unto devils. We're going to go to the book of Psalms. I'm going to grab 9 and verse 17. And this is what it says. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forgot God. So every single one of y'all out there that's not serving the Most High God, that's wanting to serve something else, call on that pagan infiltration deity, the Most High said that He's going to turn you into hell. That means He's going to pour hell on top of your motherfucking ashes. You're going to burn the fuck up. That's just real talk. I mean, I have to be real and frank with you. You, babies and all. He ain't going to miss a beat. You, your children, your children's children, your stupid ass, whatever, your retarded ass, whatever, your malnutritious ass, whatever, it's going to burn up with you. Okay? It's going to burn up with you. God repeatedly warns you of Jesus, Yahushua, Yeshua, Yahushua in the Torah over and over and over again. Let's make it down and break it down straight. The definition for none, when God says that there is none with me, the definition for none is not any. Okay, so when He said there is none with Him, not any. Nobody else is with Him. All right. The definition for else, when He says that there is no one else, none else. Else definition, having. All right, the definition of else, having no one else present on one's own. That's when the Most High says there's none else. The Most High telling you I was the only one present by myself. There ain't been nobody else there. And these silly ass campers got your asses believing, yeah, we share this and that nonsense and that garbage. That garbage is what's gonna get a lot of you burned. Besides, they like to say all praises to the Most High, and if you're giving all praises to the Most High, where the hell is and coming from? Easy. It's coming from a fucking demon standing there. That's plain and simple. And his son. There ain't no son unless you're talking about the nation of Israel. According to the book of Exodus 4 and 22, I guess y'all missed all of these verses. But that's what happens when you get that one West loser doctrine in your goddamn heads. And then you run around there teaching to everybody else. Y'all know you're going to be held accountable for this, brothers and sisters. All y'all out there that's got that one West shit, that pagan ass chart, all of that nonsense. Hell, I can show you where the chart is absolutely wrong. Completely wrong. Because if you don't know what's going on it, and that chart they got from the One West, there's a female tribe on the chart. I guess y'all missed that too. Arrogant ass niggas. Well, let's get it on down again. Alright, we got the definition for none. No, not any. We got the definition for else. Having no one else present on one's own. Besides. The Most High said there's no one besides Him. Let's see what it says. Definition. Next to and in addition to. The Most High said there is no one next to Him. According to the book of Deuteronomy 4 and 22. Do not add to or subtract. You brothers are adding to with that Yahushua nonsense. That Yeshua, whatever. I don't even want to even say that shit. Because y'all gonna, a lot of y'all, all y'all gonna kill throwing that goddamn them names out your mouth. Most High said you don't even want to hear that shit come out your mouth. So you better refer to him as the Most High said, the prophet. That's the safest thing to say about it. And that's the safest thing to say about the Most High is the Most High, because ain't nobody above the Most High. And then all these other bullshit ass names, hell to the hell now. Keep that bullshit to yourself. Y'all already, every day of the week is a pagan freaking God. You think I want to try to address my God and I'm still using a pagan name? Hell to the effing no. Well, anyways, let's get it on. Let's get it out and go. Besides, the definition, next to and addition to. There is no one beside. Let's use common sense, brothers and sisters. The only God, or the Son of God, in the entire world that makes such a bold claim as to be the Son and at the right hand side of the Most High God of Israel is Yahushua, Jesus, Yeshua, Yahushua. Show me another God that's doing that. Because these other ones, they don't give it. They ain't trying to save nobody. These other ones telling you that they're about death. Krishna, Kali, Buddha. That Buddha don't even believe in a prime creator. He thinks that he is his own little self of self-existence come out of some bullshit with that Darwin's theory shit. They should have threw that nigga in a fucking volcano when he come up with that. We tearing from monkeys. Nigga, why do monkeys still exist? Dumb. I ain't even gonna start these stupid crackers, man. I'm not. Y'all just really don't understand about these damn demons. These are some of the lyingest freaking creatures I have ever seen. Alright? Now let's look at what God is saying referring to your infiltration pagan deity, Jesus. Let's see what the Most High has to say according to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 35. We're going to find out exactly what he's got to say about it. And thus says the Lord. Book of Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 35. Unto thee it was showed that thou mayest know that the Lord, he is God, and there is no one else besides him. So, he said there's none else and besides. So he used all three of those definitions and just that phrase to let you know that there's not any, no one present, he's on his own, and there is no one next to me, and there's no addition to me. But y'all seem to miss all of that in just that one verse of the Most High speaking about it. Missed it. That's going to get y'all asses thrown in the lake of fire. But it is what it is. Alright, so show me another God that's doing this. Y'all ain't. And it's just going to be these ones. Alright, let's go to the book of 1 Kings. Chapter 8 and verse 60. Let's get it again. See what's going on. The book of 1 Kings, chapter 8 and verse 60. Let's hear it again. And here it is. This is what he says. It says, that all the people of the earth may know that the Lord is God, and that there is none else. Now you see, he let you again. He said, let all the people of the earth know that he is God and there's none else. So he used, again, definition for none, not any, else, having no one else present on one's own. There is no other with him. He is making it plain and clear. He's warning you about these deities that y'all call Jesus and Yahushua and all this other nonsense, this trash from these One West campers that's leading all of y'all over that bridge, and you're still laying on the tracks and getting thrown in hellfire because y'all like that stupid train running you over. Steadily running you over. Steadily running you over. Alright? They claim Yahushua, Jesus, to be the God besides God in the book of John 1 and 18. They claim that this is the God that's next to God in the book of John 1 and 18. Well, according to what God said, because if you pay attention to the book of John, you know there's a bunch of jackasses wrote that book, man. I mean, some of it you can use, but when you really pay attention to what's being said in that book, you know that it's a jackass writing that book. Several different jackasses writing through the book. So, y'all really got to pay attention. Y'all really should be praying about the gift of discernment to be able to see all of this stuff. But they said John 1 and 18 is where this God appears. So let's just clear it up with what God says that was with him in the beginning. Okay? It says in the book of Genesis 1 and 1, in the beginning, God created heaven and the earth. That's a singularity there. God created heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form, void. And darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the water. Okay, the Spirit of God is of God. It is not God, nor is it a separate God entity. Okay, it is of God. He uses it to do certain things. Just like if I had control of my spirit and I'd send it out to do different things, then I control it because I would be the God in control of that spirit. That's why he says he controls all spirits. I guess y'all missed that. But, y'all missed it. So I'm going to stick with what God says because he didn't say anything else was with him except for him and his spirit. And there was never any word In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was beside God, and the Word was God. And it was none of that nonsense. That's just a bunch of Paulians. Y'all are just a bunch of Paulians. And Paul is the reason why, a lot of you brothers and sisters are just demons, black demons in the flesh, and you think that you're Israelites. And it's vice versa on both sides, because these demons are born both in our flesh, and we know they're born in what they call the Caucasian flesh. All right, they are a complete species of demon all to themselves. Don't get it confused. Y'all are confused by that shit. I'm not. I'm completely balanced on knowing what God has shown and instructed about these damn creatures. Okay? Y'all are the ones that stuck on stupid. So keep riding that stupid train again. But, alright. The book of Isaiah, chapter 45. So God warns again, repeatedly, over and over and over, about these other deities, what not to do, and showing you that there's no one with him other than him. So anything other than that is you're breaking the laws according to the first two laws of the law of the Ten Commandments and the third and fourth law of the Ten Commandments. I mean, just by doing just the pagan deity alone, you're breaking the first two commandments, and then you're just going to naturally make you break the third and the fourth commandment, because y'all got idols and y'all bowing down to them and y'all this are bullshit. Now you got these little made up monkeyshit.com leaders talking about I'm your deacon and I'm your captain, and get that bullshit on somewhere. That's why he say you're gonna bust your asses about them titles too, you little wicked ass heifers. And notice, yes, I meant it, heifers, because all these campers are just faggots, little groups of little nigger faggots. That's it. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 5. But it is what it is. The Most High says, I am the Lord, and there is none else. There is no God besides me. Okay, he said there is none else. He used none else and besides. So he gave you all three words, all three definitions again, telling you I am alone. And if you add something to me, that's your ass. That's your ass, Negroes. That's your ass. Let's go to the book of Joel. And we're going to see exactly what he's got to say again. Alright. To the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27. And that's what it said. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God. So he's not the God of all the world. Now the prophet that was sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The Antichrist came and said, I'm here to save the world. Guess y'all got confused on which one was which, huh? Okay. The Antichrist is the one that says that he's the one that's before God. Okay. This is what the Most High says in Joel 2 and 27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed. None. He used none and else. Again, he gave you three references. He says, I am the Lord your God. None, not any, else, not having no one else present on one's own. He's telling you again, I have always been by myself. I have been your God from the beginning. You people have been given a lie, and y'all are taking that lie, running with it. That lie is going to get a lot of people killed. So let's just get it on again. Let's go to Isaiah 46 and verse 10. So we're just going to shoot down through here real quick fast and, really get us a good little overstanding going. The book of Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 10. It says, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient of times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. The Most High said he's declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient of times. Who was in the ancient of times? He was. He has always been there. It hadn't been, there was none of this homeboy shot out, none of this sidekick humor. It was done with. The Most High says that it's been me. Let's go to the book of Isaiah 45 and verse 22. Let's get it one more again. We're going to find out exactly what's going on. The book of Isaiah 45 and 22, the Most High says, Look unto me, and be ye saved, all the ends of the earth, for I am God, and there is none else. I have sworn by myself. You heard? He didn't say he needed a sidekick or homeboy shout out nor helpmate. He said, I have sworn by myself, the word has gone out of my mouth, and righteousness, and shall not return, that unto me every knee shall bow, and every tongue shall swear. Because unto the Most High, every knee gonna bow, every tongue gonna confess the Most High God of Israel is your Lord, Savior, and Redeemer. It ain't none of this other pagan infantry that's got our people lost. This is part one of God repeatedly warns you about pagan deities throughout the book, and you people readily serve him, and he's going to have to handle you about it. And with that, brothers and sisters, I say Shalom, Yasharallah, and come back to your God and serve him as a nation of people of his people.